got my apple juice, and I'm ready to make a video. Yeah. Right, so the theme for this week is passion, or passions if you've got more than one, and you will already know this if you've been watching the other videos, obviously. Initially I was going to do music, but I didn't want to make it really boring and do the same one as Emma, so I'm not. So I'm going to do another one. I'm going to talk about reading, because I'm quite into reading recently. It hasn't always been a massive part of my life, but since I've been at sixth form, I decided to revisit the reading thing, and I'm quite enjoying it, so I'm continuing to do so. This is the book that I've been reading. It's called Musicophilia, if you can read, which hopefully you can. And as you can see, I've been using a Christmas card, which was from my teacher at school, as a bookmark, because I don't have one. From what I understand of the book, because I haven't read that much of it, it's a compilation of case studies about people that have just had like a sudden interest in music after either undergoing brain surgery or being injured, or in some cases coming out of depression. And it's just really interesting. I mean, one of the case studies, which I'll sort of sum up for you now, a man was struck by lightning. He was on the telephone and lightning hit the phone cable thing while he was on it, and that nearly killed him, as you can probably imagine. 2 or 3 months afterwards, he just had this massive passion for music just sort of spark up, and it says that he played piano as a kid, but you know, after having grown up past the age of about 13, music wasn't a part of his life at all, and he just, you know, didn't really take any notice of it, and it certainly wasn't an active part of his life. But after the incident, he just started composing and wanting to play piano, and he actually started writing music and then did concerts with a piano, so that's cool. I really like the title as well. The typography looks really cool. I'm a massive music geek, so it would be cool. Also, another cool thing about this book, there is mention of synesthesia, or synesthesia, depending on which perspective you're talking in, which is a neurological disorder, or dysfunction, I'm not entirely sure, whereby if you have it, your senses are aroused when you hear a sound. So if you heard a chord, or you heard like a musical piece that was played in a certain key, that you would attribute that to a colour or an emotion or a taste in some cases. Which, if you've heard Tom Nilsson's Indigo, which you should have done because it's a really good song, that's about synesthesia, and that's about the association of the colour indigo with the feeling of love or compassion. I understand that if you haven't heard of synesthesia and you listen to Indigo, it doesn't really make much sense. The lyrics are still brilliant and the rhyming is incredible, but you don't really know what's going on. So there you go, there's some information. This is actually my mum's book. I sort of stole it from the bookshelf, but she hasn't read it, so I decided I would. I mean, a massive focus on it is psychology, and because I'm doing psychology at school, I can sort of mention it in passing in essays, which is always nice. And obviously, since I do psychology, I have a quite large interest in the field anyway, and here's about music. It's 2 bits combined to make one large interest puddle. In fact, speaking of books and reading, my tripod is actually a dictionary set, which I'll show you now. Look at that! And my camera goes on there. That's my webcam, which I'm using so I can know what's going on. That concludes my passion video blog thing. Vlog, I don't know. I have very much enjoyed watching everyone else's videos, and it's really cool to get to be this. I'm still getting used to the fact that we're talking to cameras, and then while we're able to watch each other, other people are able to watch us as well. I still haven't really got my head around that idea yet. I think it's really cool though. Also, thank you to all of our subscribers, because we've amassed I think 18 or 19 people now, which I think is brilliant. So thank you all, and I will see you next Wednesday.